Find a way out. Find your route. Base is stuck. Can I leave?
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
What's up?
Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you. On what? Having a smart me on board. Seriously? Yeah, I flipped through some manuals while you were sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh? Yeah. But I played around with functionality options and, hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked. Tools in the workshop and such. Wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out. No problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Sound like something you like to play around with too? Sweet. We could do with some improvements here. Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much. Remember, everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case. Sound advice. I'll consider.
Giving him a multi-tool would be a good idea.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down. Yep, I thought it might come in handy. Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man.
I'll keep the lava lamp. That's for me. Let's see what we can craft. Battery can only be reused once. Radiation filter. Plus energy. What to build? What to build? Let's try this climbing up. Suit battery. Radiation filter. Seems good. Doesn't work.
So, this is why we stopped. A lava river. Plan B then, I guess. We need to figure out if there's a way around. Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
Sending away +1 energy. Alright, let's connect it to the base.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable. If only I had a tool to drill through them.
Special equipment is needed to drill through rocks. Make the drill in the workshop to clear this path. Looks like I have a call.
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
I'm stuck. We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew. If you know what I mean.
More altars. Is that all you have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
What's the bad news?
You didn't listen. There's no bad news. First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being organized.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dosky, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
Just the thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleporting.
Okay, just kind of cut off.
I thought you were responsible for the navigation system. Isn't it your job to make sure we're safe wherever it sends us?
Well, it's what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Making sure you're safe. Step by step, we'll get your procession safely to church.
How long do you think it'll take them to get organized?
All I can say is, they know it's an emergency.
Wow. That long?
Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm really trying to help.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much Rapidium as possible.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without Rapidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit, if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, you know, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
That's a good question. What will happen to my altars later?
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
You either really trust him or you're very good at not saying anything.
Maybe both? I'm, not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist, and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters. I hope you're not laughing.
Okay.
Alright,
I better get back to work then.
enough yapping.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidian, Mr. Dalsky. And wait for contact from my boss.
I can build this. I feel like a farm is a good idea. Let me just build an elevator down. Boom. Research. I think I need that right now. So, the storage for organics? Finally, okay. We already have a workshop. Yeah. Miner, doctor. Any farmers? Yeah. Dang, this is kind of late into his life, huh? Right, I don't have enough Rapidium. That's what's happening.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
What's up?
Whoa. You look tired, man. Everything okay? I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed. All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm. Sounds like a promise.
Alright, let's get this guy a place to sleep. So, how much is a dormitory? 40? I don't have enough.
Nice. I don't know that movie. Yes. I was missing that.
Jeez. There we go. dormitory. Wait, why is it so big? Tell me this fits more than one altar. More space.
Okay. This is not good. We are surrounded. Damn it. So much for Plan B.
Oh, I see. Gotta think about your base size. Primal split? True. See this new life? Never been better. Look at her. So happy about her promotion into partner already. Things are happening for her fast. Maybe less for you. You got that job only thanks to her. You know that. But so what? She's happy, and you're not complaining. Things have never been better between the two of you. Ambition is overrated. Odd, good ending? Trading places. A Dolly mission. She wanted to go so much. Put her work to the test in space, but she can't. We'll have to do it for her. You're apprehensive, out of shape, and well, you'd rather just stay home. It's so important to her, and you know you'll do it. You'll do anything to prove your love. Alright, Project Dolly. Board the spacecraft with a good feeling. You got this, and you'll be back in no time. Besides, Lena promised she'd be in touch every day. What could possibly go wrong with this? 7 hours. I need my food now. Oh, I have to select the only option for some reason.
Hey, man. Can you hear me? Where am I? What is this? Take it easy. You're on strong sedatives. What the hell? I know. You're confused. That's perfectly fine. Really? So, who are you? Relax. I'll tell you everything. But right now, we need to focus on you. Just to make sure you're all right. Can you answer a few questions for me? Okay. Do you remember who you are?
I'm Jan. Jan Dolsky.
Good. And what is your role on this mission, Jan? I'm a botanist. So, wait, this is it? The mission? Did we land? I'm afraid things went sideways during the landing. Everyone died. Except for me. You. What about me? Are you... Are you real? Just as real as you. Then, what's going on? It's like we're alternative versions of the same person. Wow. But why is this happening? I told you, everyone died. I had to use my DNA to recreate a crew if I wanted to save the mission. That doesn't make any sense. We're not exactly the same. Yes, we're different. You made different decisions in your life. I'm not sure I understand. You know what? I think you should just rest a little and read the mission logs. You'll find all the answers there. Sure. Yeah, mission logs. Why not? Hey, wait. If all this is... If I mean... What about my wife? Where is she? I need to know.
Well, this is kind of awkward.
She's not exactly your wife. What are you... Are you kidding me? Okay. But that means... she exists. I want to see her. Just take it easy. She's back on Earth. And she may not be exactly as you remember her. Ah, damn it. No, this is too much. My head is pounding. What is it you want from me anyway? We'll need all the help we can get. Someone to run the greenhouse, prep the food, so on. Trust me, you'll have a lot to do. I'm not sure I'm ready to work just like that. Right. Like I said, rest, go through the logs, meet the rest of the crew, and let's talk again in a while. Yeah, I'll see you around.
Okay, you'll go in the greenhouse. Working for a private company gives you better prospects. For the path of science. Maybe it wasn't the most profitable decision, but Lena supports it. She said she loves our camping getaways, and the way she listened to you when you told her about your plans for your PhD project motivates you like hell. Who said you can't pursue the path of science and be rich? It's time. Research comes first. You give Lena a wave as she walks you to the bus for the airport. She's gonna be fine. It's only a few months and she's been busy with her own project anyway. You love the way the two of you can give each other space. Of course, it would be great to move out of that student's dorm already, but research comes first. Always. Drifting apart. The equations on your blackboard stir mixed feelings in you. The result is not what you expected, but on the other hand, you feel that familiar tingling in your stomach. You may be onto something completely new here. Oh, shit. Completely forgot about Lena. She wanted to come and pick up her things from your place. You need to call her and postpone. A breakthrough. This is it. You knew it'd be a breakthrough. First the grant and now a serious investor. How about enlarging the team, getting an office maybe, and a new set of clothes? You can't go on looking like an underpaid post-grad student. There's going to be a lot of business meetings ahead of you, Jan. Eyes on the prize. Could your research finally really contribute to finding Rapidium one day? Going in the direction of nanotech and space exploration could increase the chances of that. You really need to focus. Success is just around the corner. You both changed. You looked at her in astonishment. Lena, is that you? Fancy meeting her at this conference. Looks like she's gone far too. Not as far as you, obviously. She's changed. You both have. Amazing how young and immature we were back then. Seems like ages ago. Good to see she's done well for herself. The Pinnacle. You read the contract over and over again. Allied Corp. Space mining missions want your tech on board. This must be the pinnacle of your career. You worked so hard for this. Well done, Jan. Now, let's get to work. Getting on board. The data seems inconsistent. What could be the reason for those failures? You've gone through it with the whole team and still, something's missing. Your tech is well tested. Maybe it's not being used properly? You've heard rumors that in the race for success, AliCorp's sending just about anyone on those Dolly missions. Maybe they need you on board. Project Dolly. Just one final radio check and you're good to go. Time to sort this mess out in person. Alright, we got the scientists. 7 hours.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much Rapidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which could only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found Rapidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure,
Wow.
You're right.
You're right. It's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now?
Get to
We
work.
have to get our research lab running at once. We need to make some improvements fast if we want to succeed. Then I guess the sooner I start, the better. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Wait, I don't have a lab. Whoops. Try and build that real quick. This stupid circle thing. Research lab. Machinery down here. And workshop. All these are important for me. Yes. What else can I build? Seems to be doing going on storage. 4 people. We have 3 altars, so we can go and make 1 more. Refinery, huh? Here. Paper batteries. Oh, I see. Interesting. Economy, exploration. Okay.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home. Cheers.
Hey, what's this? It's triggering the alert in my suit. I need to learn more about this thing.
It's bad. blocking me off. My last energy. Okay, swerve.
Huh. That must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage. Might be worth checking out. Huh. Looks like some kind of device. Maybe there's a way I could use it.
Rubber duck.
Yes. I was missing that.
I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interral. The what? Interral. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane. Yeah, it felt like something was materializing from out of nowhere right in front of my eyes. Let's keep our heads cool. It's just a theory. No one's ever proved it right.
It's just a game theory.
And I stress, if Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one. Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for. Hallelujah. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization. Sweet dreams, then. Okay, I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now? I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve? So now I'm smart, huh? Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick. The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built. Okay, let's give it a go. Look what I found. Any idea what it could be? Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip. Qubit chip? Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit. Not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab. Can I use it to make more altars? Well, well. Look who's all excited about making new yawns. Whatever you're planning to do, you're gonna need to give that chip a little love in the workshop first. Then, you can upgrade away. Gotcha. Thanks.
Cool, cool. Research a solution for crossing the lava river. Nice, I can make another altar. Yeah, I wanted to make a refiner. Refiner sounds good too. Oh, wait. I can do another split. I see. A worker here. Alright, so we can create only a warehouse. It's a tiring job, but what did you expect? Abroad with no degree. Don't complain, work hard and you'll see that things will come to you. Just get a grip, be strong. It's only a warehouse. Community. These are the moments you don't regret working for a big corporation. Look at all those people. Everyone with a different past and big dreams for the future. You'd never get a chance to meet them if you'd stay home. Sure, you're all over work, but you're in this together. You're a community. Outrage. The shock is paralyzing. You knew this person, now she's dead. They've been complaining about working too hard for several weeks, but nobody listened. So young, and they say she had 2 kids back home. It's an outrage. Something needs to be done. Stronger together. The anger rises not just in you, but in everyone. The corporation cannot keep ignoring your protest now that so many people have joined the strike. You're strong together and they're scared of you. For the first time you feel empowered. Strong within the union. These people are your true family. A different perspective. Ben seems different from the others. Not so angry, it gives you a different perspective. You start asking yourself questions you never asked yourself before. Who am I? What are my values? And Ben never judges you. It's just there when you need to talk. Always. Water cannons and nightsticks. Just when you thought the strikes were leading to something, this happens. The police with their water cannons and nightsticks. You're not criminals. They're only escalating the violence. The Union has to do something about it. It can't just be silenced like that. Time to move on? Ben has a point when he says he's sick of the violence. But would it be right to just run away? You truly believe in what these people are fighting for, and you just abandon them in misery? Wouldn't it be selfish? Cowardly? Ben says you could gain professional experience. Maybe he's right, and it is time to move on. Learning fast. To inhale the salty air. It's peaceful here. The work is hard, but you're learning fast, and Ben is benefiting a lot too, doing his research. You count the days to shore leave when you'll do some traveling together. The warehouse and Union seem to belong to a different life. Page's enthusiasm. The new work regulations on the rig make you uneasy. Is everything as safe as they're telling you? Ben would probably say that you're paranoid. Better not tell him. All he wants to talk about now is Rapidium anyway. Humanity's salvation among the stars. You have to admit, his enthusiasm can be contagious. Drunken dreams. He pours you another one. It's great to be on leave finally, but it's never enough for Ben. Space mining mission. Of course, the way he talks about it is so appealing. They need geologists and refinery operators. You could both sign up, and he pours you another one. Oh, what the hell. You only live once, right? Might as well enroll for that crazy shit. You're supposed to be there. You stare at the news in disbelief. Your head pounds. You feel sick. That party yesterday, you were supposed to go back today. You were supposed to be there. We're not for... Wait, where is Ben? Of course you remember now. He went back. He's there. Is he... Was he in that accident too? What now? They're talking, but you can't hear them. All you can think about is that heavy lump in your chest. Guilt. What if you had gone back to Ben? Could you have prevented the accident? What if you had told someone about your concerns? What if... How can you move on? You can't force yourself to believe that he really is gone. What are you supposed to do now? You're like blind. You read the message for the 10th time. Congratulations, Mr. Dulski. You qualified for Project Dolly. How ironic that Ben was the one who dreamt of going. You were just drunk when you filled in that application form. Is it a bad joke, or maybe a lifeline? Project Dolly. You enter the spacecraft full of hope. Maybe... Because maybe this really is the biggest opportunity humanity has ever had. And you'll be a part of it. How exciting is that? Kind of suspicious how all of these lives lead to Project Dolly and him going to this space expedition. Maxwell.
Hello?
Jan Dulski. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Yeah. I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history as part of a pioneering discovery. Your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Limited circle, huh? Bullshit. The public has a right to know about such things.
I like your passion, Jan. You're an honest man. But you're under enough pressure already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. We don't need chaos down here while all our efforts should concentrate on supporting you up there. Your task is difficult enough. And failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Of course.
Sure.
Then we will understand each other well. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now. Constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dulski.
Okay, you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Rapidium Ark.
Listen, you're very convincing, but I'm afraid I just won't have the time to do it. I need to find a way forward before the sun comes up.
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. You found Rapidium. Then you branched yourself and managed to get the base moving. Would you really be happy with yourself if it all went to waste?
Waste? Wow. Is that what you consider saving my life?
Your life, my life. Let's face it, all it is a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
What can I say?
I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare moments that matter. So, enough talking. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
What will happen to my altars when we get back?
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here. But I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the altars.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
We will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly. Is there anything else?
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for completely different reasons and, as you can imagine, in a much more rudimentary fashion.
Altering mind records? For whom?
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will need to be ending this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
No,
Good.
I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
I'm gonna have to make a big choice at the end of this game, don't I?